Hey, Go Natural English learner, what's up? How are you today? I'm so happy to have you here for this episode. You know, a lot of my English students ask me, Gabby, how can I become fluent in English? But have you considered the question, when am I fluent in English? Or what does it mean to be fluent in English? So in this episode, we're going to discuss that question. I'm so excited. Now, this episode is brought to you by our partner, italki, for online live English tutoring with qualified native English teachers. You can get 2 lessons with them for the price of 1 through gonaturalenglish.com/italki. So our question today is, when am I fluent in English? And here's the answer. When you decide that you are fluent in English, then you are fluent in English. Let me explain. You are the only person who can truly know when you are fluent in English. You're the only one who determines what fluency means for you personally, not your teacher, not your family, not your friends, not even me. Fluency is what you decide it is. For some people, fluency means that they can have a fluent 3-hour-long conversation on something technical or on something scientific or on a topic related to health or politics or something specific. That's quite advanced. To be honest, even some native English speakers cannot do this without studying and preparation. Not some, but most, okay? Some people might consider themselves fluent in English if you can have a regular conversation, some conversation that you would normally have any given day. For example, talking about the weather or asking for help or talking about your opinion, maybe requesting or negotiating. These are different skills that you need to use pretty much on a daily basis, depending on if you're living in an English-speaking country, if you have an English-speaking job, and so on. So it depends on your contact with English. Now, some people would consider themselves fluent in English if they can do basic tasks, such as buying a train ticket or ordering ice cream or maybe inviting a friend to coffee. So these are more basic. Some people would even consider themselves fluent if they can do beginner level things like introduce themselves, say where they're from, ask people basic questions, say what they like or don't like, even discuss preferences. So you are the person who needs to decide for you, what is the level that you want to be at? What does your fluency look like to you? Not everyone has the same definition. And so I really want to encourage you, if you haven't thought about this, take a few minutes right now to think about what fluency really means to you. What is your definition of fluency? This is something that you could talk about with your tutor at italki if you sign up for lessons with them. This is something that you could discuss in our members group if you join a Go Natural English course. You will know that you're fluent in English when you can do what you set your mind to do, when you can do what you want to do in English with confidence and with ease, naturally, without even thinking about it. So if you tell me, Gabby, I want to be able to have an interesting conversation about the universe and about life on other planets, I would say, okay, great. That's a great goal for fluency. So can you do that with confidence? And if you say no, I would say, well, look, then we need to set some goals and work on them. If you said, Gabby, my goal for fluency is to be able to have a basic conversation like small talk, asking where people are from, talking about the weather, Maybe talking about your likes and dislikes. So say, great, can you do that with confidence? If you say, yes, no problem, I can understand when people talk about these things. I can say what I want to say about these things. Awesome, you've done it, you've achieved fluency. If not, then we need to work a little harder. Let me end this episode by helping you set your fluency goals. A great way to do this is to think about WH questions like who, what, where, when, and how. So let's think about this together. Who do you want to be able to speak English with? For example, Americans, Australians, or other nationalities, maybe people in different professions. Do you want to speak with doctors or with people on the streets, or who? Who do you really want to speak with? Who, where? So in what situations or where? So in a doctor's office or giving a public lecture or another situation, maybe just in a cafe. Who, where, what? What do you want to be able to talk about? Do you want to be able to talk about your country, your culture, maybe other topics? Who, what, where, when? So when do you want to be able to do this by? Think about a deadline. It's really important to set deadlines for yourself. Do you want to be able to do this in a few months, in a few years? And be reasonable here, but challenge yourself. So don't say, okay, I want to be fluent by tonight or tomorrow even. You need to give yourself a little bit of time, but not too much time. You need a little pressure to work on your English fluency. And how? How are you going to achieve these fluency goals? Are you going to sign up for lessons with italki? Are you going to join a Go Natural English course? Are you going to study on your own? Are you going to do something else? It's very important to think about. In another video episode, I talk about setting SMART goals. And these are parameters that will help you to express your goals in a smart way that helps you to be successful. So I'll leave the link for that video here and you can check it out. So again, to learn more about online lessons with our partner italki, you can come to gonaturalenglish.com/italki. I hope to see you there. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.